Are you ready? No. Question is, are you ready? Day number 24 is coming at you. I'm editing it right now. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. Let's get this going. And Chase, you need to learn something from this video. Subscribe. Good morning, social fam. Got a special edition of the Day in the Life of an Entrepreneur, setting and achieving goals, running a tech startup, Silicon Valley, and basically want to go ahead and do a video today. And today we're going to talk about Chase. We're going to talk about Chase and their wonderful processes and what they're doing with small business owners to basically jeopardize their business and not put emphasis on telling them what's going on up front. Good morning. So I can be doing better. Let's just put it that way. So I'm doing a nice video for everyone so they can see what's going on with and be careful about what they're doing if they have a small business and they're working with Chase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On small businesses, there's been a little bit of a people leaving, you know. I mean, we're turning it into a restaurant town and everything like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's good, but when you have jewelers and you have clothing,
Yeah.
then you kind of say, well, you know, we were here 10 years ago, 15 years ago, what's going on?
Well, I have Kieran Desai. He actually made a deposit. I run a tech startup here in Alamo. Made a deposit. He wanted to invest $10,000 into the company. So I made a deposit on Monday. They said $24 to $40 for the hold. And I was okay, $24 to $40, no problem. Last year we did $250,000. We're on track for $1 million this year, right? So I have, you know, well over $20,000 processing monthly. And so there was a DBA on the account, and I came in to put it into Support RE, which is the DBA, and it's personal assistance is the main account name. And they're like, oh, the DBA is gone. I'm like, well, here's the documentation with the DBA that I had showing proof. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wonder what happened. Yeah. So what happened was it was a savings, went to checking, and it dropped off. So then I showed them the proof. They put the DBA back on. They deposited the check. Well, after them depositing the check, they said $24 to $40. I find out this morning that it's going to be on hold until the 10th. And they already took the money out of Kieran's account, and Chase has the funds now, but they didn't release the funds to our account until the 10th, and I have...
What's that? Was there a reason for it?
They called Chase, they called Kieran Desai, verified the funds, and said the funds, you know, were there, and he said that I wrote the check, so that's been done. It's going through Charles Schwab and also Chase, and so Chase took the funds out, and then they said yesterday, oh, as a courtesy, you want us to, release the funds? That'd be great. 45 minutes later, calling Kieran, verifying everything, they said there's going to be some more process. I'm like, no problem. But they didn't tell me at that time there could be, and before I even deposited, there could be a hold for 10 days. So I'm trying to run my business.
Why, if you've got a account and you've got it backed up, why that's going to be I typically deal here, of course, this is the private banking element of the one that's in the delivery. Yeah. And I've had horrible with Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo? I left.
Wells Fargo. And I've got a goddamn checking account down there. It's got 20,000 in it. And they want to hassle me every time I go to deposit a check.
It's ridiculous. And they use the funds. They take the 10,000, they put the hold, they use the funds on the corporate market and wherever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like we would have never even put the check in the first place. Right. He would have just gave me cash.
To me, banking is becoming an issue. It's not a customer focused any longer.
No more.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You okay with being on YouTube? Yeah, I was recording it, so I'm just putting it out there for everyone to see what's going on, and I do YouTube videos, so I just want to make sure you know what's happening. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Yeah. Well, there you have it, social fam. The banking institution. What's happening? Wake up, people. Put things in perspective. Chase, these conglomerates, it's all a process. You're just a number, and they put you through this process of elimination because they don't give a damn about your company and what you're doing. Now, this is a start of a special edition of the Day in Life Setting and Achieving Goals, and let's see what today has in store for us. And please share this video. Put it out there for everyone to see what's going on. Okay, so let me give you guys an update and so that you know exactly what's going on. So this is all the details, okay? You saw the little in front of Chase. Here's the details. So, I run a tech startup. And we had Kieran on the side that wanted to make a deposit, right? Wanted to invest and support RE. So he said, Norm, I want to invest $10,000 into your company. I said, Kieran, more than happy, let's do this. Because we're looking for a $140,000 investment here in the next 3 months. So the 10,000 gets us in line to get to net zero, to get the things that we need and the processes that we need to get to the next step, so that we can go and say, for instance, get the $140,000, right? Then I pay him back $11,000. He writes the check. I go to the bank, right? Go to Chase. Good old Chase, right? Go to Chase with the check made out to support RE, okay? Now I make the check out to support RE and they say, you know what? There's no DBA, okay? If you guys don't know what a DBA is, it's doing business as. You have to go to the state and you have to get one of these registered, okay? A DBA. And you got to get it stamped, okay? So I did that. Now, here I have documentation that shows on 9/15/2015, there's the date. Let me go ahead and point to you. The date's right here. Boom, there's the date. That basically established a DBA, PIA Inc. at Personal Assistance Incorporated, DBA Support RE, okay? So, first problem. They said, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know how that happened, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? This company's big, right? When you're too big for your britches, you have a tendency to have problems and issues, and then things will happen where basically things like this is happening right now, okay? So basically, they get the DBA back on the account, right? So now the DBA's on the account, they'll make the deposit. They say, hey, it's gonna be 24 to 48 hours for the deposit to process, okay? So I wait 2 days. I call up Chase. The funds aren't available, right? And I'm running my business thinking the $10,000 is gonna come into the account, right? So the 10,000 is going to that account. I don't transfer any money into that account because I have all these things happening. Now, they charge me 3 negative fees because processing, which is $105 worth of fees, okay? Because I was counting on the check to process. Well, I get those reversed. They said, hey, if you want, we'll do a courtesy to get the funds released faster. Fantastic, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's do that. Well, on hold for 45 minutes, they call Kieran Desai, they verify everything, to come to find out that it's gonna be a longer process and they can't do everything in right now. So I said, fine, do what you gotta do, give me a call back. Do I get a full call back? No call back, nothing. This morning I checked the account, funds are still not available. Now it's been up to 72 hours, right? Now, mind you, the funds are out of Kieran's account. He doesn't have the funds in his account. But guess what? Chase has the funds, right? So it's as simple as, if I'm gonna give you this bottle, it goes from me to goes to you, and it's done, right? There's no complications. There's no he said, she said. It's simple, right? So if I gave you 10,000, then you receive the 10,000, we're done. No, not with Chase. What Chase is doing is they're saying, oh, no, you know what? We're gonna put a 10-day hold because we got to verify things. You ask them specifically, what do you have to verify? Oh, well, I already told you that we have to verify the funds. What does that mean? They cannot explain to me, Chase cannot explain to me what it means when you have to verify the funds. They say, oh, it's just a process that we have to go. Now, I'm gonna be very upfront with you guys out there. I did $250,000 last year. 2 weeks ago, I processed over $9,000 within 24 hours, electronically, okay? Now, I'm trying to put $10,000 into the account. This year, I'm on track for $1 million, right? So I'm trying to basically go ahead and just put a mealy little $10,000 check into the account, which the individual who's making the investment works for the organization. The money's out of his account, and you're gonna tell me now, 72 hours later, that there's gonna be a hold on this check for 10 days? Now, as a small business owner, and you're planning on these various different processes of elimination and make things come together, time is money, and you can't wait 10 days for $10,000. You might as well say, you know what? I don't need the $10,000, because when you get it to a certain level, I can make that $10,000 within the next 10 days, right? No fucking problem. And if I was gonna make that $10,000 in the next 10 days, no problem, why would I need the money in the first place, right? I need the money now to make moves now, not tomorrow, not the next day, because in 10 days isn't promised to me. But what Chase wants to do, and what you don't know out there, social fam, is they want to use your money. The guy that was on the last clip, $25,000. Did you see that? Hear that? $25,000 in his account. And Wells Fargo is giving him crap about moving money or taking money out and what have you. What is going on? Really? We're going to work pay our taxes, do what we have to do, and then we're gonna see this? Come on. This is ridiculous. Entrepreneur Setting and Achieving Goals, special edition today. I'm putting this out there right now for the world and population to see what's going on. Because you know what? At the end of the day, if we don't stand up for ourselves and put things in perspective, these corporate conglomerates are just gonna fucking run all over us. So if you're with Chase and you're a small business owner, run away. Because I'm gonna tell you right now that $10,000, we're not putting it in Chase's account, and we're gonna leave Chase, and Chase is going bye-bye. This company, Chase, goodbye. Thanks for like, follow, and connect. And NLK3 is short for Norman Lloyd Kinsey III. Like, follow, and connect. Subscribe below. I hope you appreciated the video. I hope you learned something new, and get away from Chase. Get away from Chase. Look out for the next day in the life of an entrepreneur setting and achieving goals, and take care.
Check 104 did clear for $10,000.
Yeah, that is.
So Chase has the money currently, and let me ask you a quick question, Nick. So is there anything that Chase needs to do, or anything that needs to happen on Les Schwab's like on your side of the deal here? Is there anything that you guys need to do furthermore, or the funds are gone? You guys are done with the process, correct? Now the process is all just on Chase's end.
Right. Yeah, the funds are no longer here. That 10,000. I mean, if he wants to use any more funds that are here at Schwab, we can, help transfer to a wire or something now that's more, electronic that goes through today. But as far as that $10,000, yeah, it's that Chase thing.
So now you're saying that we probably, I mean, you can't speak for Chase, I understand, but probably what's going to happen is that you can't stop payment. If you can't stop payment because the funds aren't there, now Chase can do what they want with the funds technically until basically the 10th, until those funds are basically released. Then, all we can do now is Kieran can just, wireless transfer additional money, and then from there, after the 10th, then basically we can get those funds and bring them back to his, to this account here.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can't speak for Chase, so I'm not sure why their hold time is so long. It is standard for, there to be a hold time on checks deposited.
Yeah.
But again, I guess it's different at different
No, but they might have a procedure that they might do the partial release, right?
Oh, they do. So Chase's procedure, Kieran, is $200. They'll release $200 of the funds, and that's it. So Charles Schwab releases $5K, and Chase just releases $200. And so now basically we're going to wait until the 10th for Chase to release the funds. And Nick, what's happening is Chase is saying that basically Charles Schwab, there's a process on your end, and that they have to go through the process of basically, speaking with you and so on and so forth and what have you. So at the end of the day, to me it sounds like basically they're just trying to make up excuses. And I know you can't speak for them, so they can use the funds for however they wish until the 10th, and then we can actually be able to finally get to use the funds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure there, but...
No worries. Okay.
Yeah, the funds are definitely cleared out of the account.
Well, there you have it, social fam. Day number 23, day in the life of entrepreneurs setting and achieving goals. It's very upsetting, I have to say, and sad that the process of elimination and the communication into which a professional organization such as Chase, JP Morgan and Chase, is going to basically do what they're doing as far as, lack of communication on the employee level. They really need to focus on the fact that, before you make a deposit for any amount of $10,000, especially if it's working capital, they need to make sure they identify the fact that, or at least let you know that there's going to be a potential hold that potentially could take place for, say, for instance, 10 days. Now, I know, say, for instance, Les Schwab basically says, hey, if you deposit $10,000, we'll give you $5,000 within 24 hours, and within, say, for instance, 10 days, we'll go ahead and give you the other, say, for instance, $5,000, which is a total of $10,000. Now, I don't believe it's up to Chase to identify and make the decision that, say, for instance, they're going to hold the money, because they told us eventually that they're going to hold the money because of the fact that there could be maybe say, for instance, the investor doesn't want to invest anymore, change of heart, whatever the case may be. But does that give, question for you guys, does that give Chase the right to have the $10,000 for 10 days, $1,000 a day, to do what they want, how they want with the money, because they are a banking institution and they are an investment firm and they do know how to invest the money? So does that make sense? Is that fair? Something to think about. And Tinkerbell's over here messing up couches, so Office Cat supporter behind the scenes. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I'm going to get back to basically the next day, day 24. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe below, like, follow, and connect. Thanks for your time, and make it a fantastic day, night, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video.